up, guys? We are Rebel in the Rough. This is Nikki.
Hi.
And I'm Christian. And we're going over some of the things that we've done recently. We started selling like a month ago, maybe?
I think it was longer.
Maybe a little bit longer. Our eBay account shows sales from, I got the ring lights in my glasses.
I was just going to tell you that.
So the eBay account shows like last 30 days, pretty much all of our sales have come in the last 30 days. And we're at over $1,100, which is awesome. Yeah. And Mercari, I think, is like over $600 or somewhere around there. Yeah. So tonight we sold some cheap shoes. What else? Anyway, what we've done in the last 30 days, it's April 10th. We've been quarantined. There's been no yard sales really. There's been absolutely no thrift stores. So Nikki put an ad, or actually on Facebook, on the marketplace, and on what, Nextdoor?
On Nextdoor, yeah.
Put an ad out there that pretty much said, if you guys have...
It was more like a post.
A post, sorry. Yes, not an ad.
Yeah.
A post that said, if you guys are donating stuff, we will come pick it up, basically.
Yeah.
And we had a couple responses, right?
And most people don't know that Goodwills are still open for donations.
Right.
Their stores aren't open, but the donations.
So they're cleaning out their garage. They're taking the time to do that stuff right now and do spring cleaning and think that they have to sit on their donations. So we're offering to pick them up, and basically we're saying we're being upfront. We are resellers. We're not lying about it.
Yeah.
We're resellers. We have nowhere to get our inventory right now. If you're cool with us picking them up, we'll pick through what you have. Anything that we don't want, we'll just keep passing it on to the donation center.
Right.
Basically. Yep. So anyway, what we have done, Nikki picked up a couple bags from just a random person we had never met before. They had two not brand new, but almost brand new pair of Chuck Taylor all leather shoes in the same size. So that pretty much paid for the trip right down the street anyway.
Yeah.
There was a few other items in there. I can't remember what.
So many items that you wouldn't think would even
okay, that's a good point. So, things like this. Wedge shoes. There was like 5 pair of wedge shoes, and we were going to just throw them back in the donation package or bin. I quickly looked them up on eBay, and they seem to have a decent sales. Like, I mean, $15 tops.
Right.
And free shipping. So we actually sold 2 pair, I think, of those shoes that we were going to get rid of. And after our fees, after shipping, we did free shipping, I think. We only made like $6 or $7, but they were free.
It was all free. So it's all income.
Right. Also our friend, it's all profit. Pretty much. My friend also called. I put a post on Facebook. Anyone wants to donate their stuff, we will come pick it up. I went, got a bunch of stuff from him, including an HP Office Jet printer, which sold for $70 today, and the buyer paid shipping. So that was huge. There was some other little things like Michael Kors kids shoes just sold tonight. Again, we paid shipping. We only made like $6, but it was free. Free inventory. I mean, you can't beat that. So right now we're trying to go over ways to get inventory, to make money. We just look at everything and things are going well, but we just don't have a lot of stuff.
Right.
So, I have probably 50 things listed, maybe 75, and we sell a couple every day, which is great, but we need to have 1,000 things listed. So, we're meeting a person hopefully this weekend. He said that it came off her responding saying, we'll pick up your donations. He responded and said, I don't have donations. I don't have anything free. But my wife and I run basically a eBay or something, some sort of online store.
Same thing.
I'm too sick. He has cancer, right?
Yeah.
And basically is looking to sell us his inventory. I don't know if he's going to piece it out. He has like a storage unit.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see what plays out with that, because I don't know if he's just going to do kind of a bulk thing, or if it's going to be piece by piece, or
right. And that's what we're wondering, if we can maybe buy a couple $100s worth of stuff, pick through it and look, and then say, cool, this is working, we'll come back and buy more, because we don't have the capital to buy everything from him, and I don't know exactly what he's expecting.
Right.
He knows that we have to buy it for low enough to resell it. He already knows the game.
He knows the deal. Yeah, the business.
So I don't know if he's just looking to sell everything at thrift store prices or if he's going to expect more. But anyway, we're going to meet him this weekend hopefully, and we can go over that.
Yep.
There's pallets, Target and Costco pallets for $250 to $300. I just don't know how that works. I don't know how much stuff there is, how many, how much potential there is.
Right.
I don't know how, $250. I don't know how many electric trash cans and coffee makers I'm gonna need to make enough money to make that worth it.
To make that worth it, yeah.
So
right.
we were gonna look at that, but then this guy came up and said, "Hey, we have this inventory." So I think we're gonna put that at the top of our list. We put another post out. What else? We picked up a bunch of statistics books. Old teacher. A ton, like a couple hundred. She was a teacher and a professor of statistics. I would show you, but it's crazy. So we picked those up for free. So even if we sell 10 books at $10 or $15, some of them had comps out there. That's something.
Yeah. It makes it worth it. We'll have to go through all those and see
it's going to be a project.
What's going to be, not worth selling, but like what has
potential.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's just the way we're kind of doing it right now. Not only are we new, like right when we got our feet wet and things started to kind of work out good for us, it was like coronavirus. Yeah.
Corona time.
And everything hit the skids. One thing that we did, I picked up 3 CB radios and a scanner. Those sold almost immediately, like within hours. So I took the 2 that I had remaining. I got 4 all together for $40 total. Sold 2 of them for $100 and $120 each. Then I put the other 2 on eBay auction, but I made the rookie mistake of posting them at 1:30 in the morning Pacific time, which is 4:30 a.m. Eastern. So in that window, almost nobody's awake, and they ended up selling for less than the ones I did buy it now.
But
so
that is just a learning lesson.
Yes, we learned. There's one of our babies. We learned, and that's going to be a valuable learning lesson. Ryan Roots says post things Sunday night because that's when people are kind of getting ready for their work week. Obviously, things are different right now, but that's what he's found has worked best. Post them Sunday night. That's when people are going back to work. They go online. They look at stuff before their week starts. And that's a good time for auctions, apparently. Like I said, I think mine was on a Monday. We were watching Better Call Saul. So it was a Monday night at about 1:30 in the morning, and they ended, and I had good bids all the way up, and then the last 2 hours, nothing. So I pretty much screwed myself there.
Yeah, they went to sleep.
Yeah. But anyway, they still sold for $81 and $89, and the buyers paid shipping, and I got them for $10 a piece. The other ones sold.
Tonight.
Yeah, okay, so tonight. Yeah, let's show them. These are Madeline Stewart. Like, I mean, I'm not trying to be whatever. I mean, these are ugly things that I would never
be rude to people that do, like women that do or men that do like these shoes, but it's like
right. Just not something when we opened these. These were free. Yeah, these were free. When we opened these, it was almost like let's just throw them back in the bin and we'll move these on to donation. I posted them and they sold it in a day. And again, these sold for $13, but I did pay shipping $4.99, and after the Mercari fee, these were Mercari sale. We made like $6, so not a lot. And these were from our friend. His daughter had Michael Kors shoes. Same deal. Those sold for, what do we sell? $10.
Yeah.
And I think we paid $3 to ship on Mercari.
Right.
So we made like $5 or $6. But the point being, between the 2 of these things, which were free, we made $11, almost $12, and there's a handful more. So after we're done with all of these, the hope is that, all of these shoes turn into $40. Right. And that's kind of where we got to go with that.
That's how you got to play it.
Yes. We sold one of my favorite single stitch shirts that Nikki actually found was like a weightlifting shirt. We'll post it right here. Yeah. I put it up for like $25 and a guy made an offer for $20. So I pulled the trigger there. The printer sold for $70, which we got for free, and he paid $20 shipping. That is going out tomorrow morning. I bought a coffee grinder. I found 2 identical ones at an estate sale. I kept one for myself because I had been looking. That was great.
And the 3 vintage, super vintage items.
What?
From the estate sale.
Well, those haven't
be
moved.
Really cool. They haven't sold,
we'll post them up here. There's 2
really cool.
champion shirts from the 50s, 40s and 50s, and a Campbell and Low and Campbell, I think. All from the 30s to 50s. Mm-hmm. They haven't sold yet. I posted them pretty expensive because I just don't want to give them away. It's not, and if I have to lower them, great. But anyway, what was it? Oh, the coffee grinder sold almost immediately. The radios, CB radios, I think people are either thinking end of the world or they're just bored at home. Right. So CB radios, if you can find them, if you have them, if friends have them. The ones I found were from a woman's husband who passed away, and he used to install them as his business. So they were obviously higher end, I think. I've seen CB radios that are still going for $10 that are older and maybe lower wattage. These were not. I did make a mistake with one. real quick. I took the model number. It was the same. It was a PM 400, but there's a 25 watt version and a 40 watt version. I posted the 40 watt version when it was the 25. And the guy who bought it happens to own a radio store, or Guardian Radios, who was very nice. But he basically messaged me and said, this is not the right radio. I'd like to send it back. So I had to eat the shipping to him and then back to myself. But I did post it before it even got back to me, and it sold to the same guy who bought the first one, and he paid shipping this time. So basically, it all worked out in the end. But just a reminder, if you're going to sell like this on eBay, you need to double, triple, quadruple check all the numbers. Don't get in a spot where you sell something, especially for $100, and you've got someone going, I want my money back, and you have to pay for shipping because you mislisted it. Right. So anyway, that could have been a problem, but we ended up making, on those 4 radios, or 3 radios and a scanner, we made almost $500 on those. So that was a great thing. LJ is over here banging on stuff.
We're really new at this. I'm sure we'll look at this video 2-3 years down the road and go, we don't know. Yeah, reselling,
and we
babies,
don't.
But
we don't
learning.
know.
That's the point of all this, is that you make mistakes and then you learn from them.
Right.
Be able to like not critique, but like tweak what you do next time to make it work. So
right. And I will say, I mean, I'm sure everyone that resells already knows Rally Roots and already watches them, especially if you came across this video. I have watched almost every video, I feel like, that they've put out. And I learn something every day, and not from learning what things sell. I would have never guessed. We tried to do this a year ago. Mommy. We bought shirts that I look back now and go, why did I think that those would sell? Like, they were nice, or they were a sports shirt or something, but they weren't vintage. They weren't anything special. And we were going, why aren't these selling for $10, $12, $13, $15? Yeah. Just a shameless, or not a shameless plug, a plug. Rally Roots, I watch them, and I've learned, I feel like I've been doing this for a year. I have a year's worth of knowledge by watching them for the last month. Yeah. And so, like, all I can say is if you can get free advice or free videos, they're pretty much laying everything out for you. I feel like I'm so far ahead, and we are so far ahead than we were a year ago when we didn't do any research, and we spent money and we lost money. Now we're going to lose money because we're still going to make mistakes, but we know what things to look for. I know how to look something up on my phone real quick on eBay and go, this is worth it, this is not worth it. I didn't know anything about CB radios. We didn't know anything about, what else did we buy? Random things that you buy and you don't know anything about. But you do know that they're selling, and you know that they're selling often. Whoops.
There goes our studio lights.
We're at the beginning. But that's kind of nice sometimes to watch someone at the beginning, because Rally Roots, they are so good, and Ryan is so on top of everything. They get paid to tell people how to do this. And it's nice to see someone who's made $1 million or whatever. Stay over there, Elge. Yeah. But it's also nice to see someone that's maybe where you are. Yeah, and that's where we are with
riches.
This.
That's what we hope to be.
We're hoping. I have a full-time job, and during the quarantine, I'm still working, but we have a lot more time right now. Yeah. So we're trying to do something, and I know a lot of people are trying to do something. So if we can share mistakes and things that we succeeded in early, that maybe someone else can go, hey, I can do that, or I did that, or whatever. We can all, as a community, come together and do better.
And like, if you're just starting out, like, take a look what you have at your own house, like what's in your own house. I feel like that's what we did in the very beginning.
We did, and we actually did make some money, because we, you know, I think I think
I made $1,000 with just stuff in my
as your own stuff. Like, you know your stuff. If you own it, you know that stuff. It's your style. It's whatever. You know what it's worth. You probably are only selling your nicer stuff. So yeah, that's a good way to start, especially during the quarantine when you can't go find stuff. Yeah. Find stuff that you're not using now.
Look in your own closet.
Right. There's so much stuff that you can find. Shoes that you just don't wear. And you'd be surprised. Things that you might have donated. Those are the things that you probably can sell, even if it's for $10. If you're going to donate it, sell it.
Sell it for $10.
Yeah. So, I don't know. That's kind of where we're at. We're definitely fresh. We're about a month. I mean, we're over a month into this game. I spent a lot of my free time right before the quarantine at Goodwill's. I was obsessed. I still am. We're kind of stuck right now. We're finding every yard sale we can, but they're few and far between. LJ, don't do that, please. You want to come say hi? Show everyone why we're doing this. It's for you and your brother and sister.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, what?
Motivation.
This is the star of the show right here, LJ.
Oh, look at her smile.
So anyway, again, we're looking to help everyone. We're looking to document this for ourselves.
Yeah, so we can look back later.
Yeah, we want to look back and we want to be somewhere, I'm ready to buy stuff wholesale. I'm ready to buy pallets of stuff. I want to move it, but you also have to take a step back and realize where you are. There it goes again. And what you can do and where you've got to start, because we're starting with what we have in thrift store stuff and we've done well, and there's always places to go. So this is our first video as together. I've done a couple short videos.
Have you showed your new setup?
Not really. I mean, it's nothing spectacular, but this is where I take all the pictures. I do think we're gonna change a little bit how we take clothes, because like laying them down as opposed to hanging, I think hanging might be a better idea. As far as like inventory, I've got my little case down here with supplies, priority envelopes, bubble wrap, tape, things like that are essentials. As far as keeping things, we don't need a fancy inventory system yet, but I will have one because I am just kind of like that. I'm very organized and detailed. Where'd my glasses go? Here we go. I can't see without these guys, but the ring light was distracting. So anyway, I'm going to put a better system together. If someone buys a shirt, unfortunately, we're not at the point yet where we're going to go, where is that? It's here. And it's within, these 30 or 40 shirts. So anyway, shirts here. I do have another wardrobe rack or garment rack. Trying to keep shoes and things like that on a rack. Odds and ends down here.
This is just starting out.
This is our start, and this is our humble beginning, and I hope that down the road we'll go, remember that first or third video or whatever we posted, and now look at our warehouse or whatever. Because I do like my job. I have a 9-to-5, but you know what? The goal is to
work for yourself.
Yeah. Or at least have that as a very steady source of a second income. Doesn't have to be the primary source, but it'd be nice.
Yeah, it would.
So anyway, we'll go over next time. I guess there was a lighting issue I can talk to you about. Maybe it'll help other people, but we had really big problems with LED lights and like a black bar going across a white background. I don't know if anyone else had that. Other than that, yeah. Here's all those books I talked about under some stuff. There's more probably than you can see. And we just bought our son a tank for his birthday, so. Anyway, it's totally different right now. Yeah. Maybe different than, video games and things where staying in the house are selling.
Right.
That's another thing. A guy online, Harry Tornado, that's his name. He's funny. He is selling the crap out of puzzles from Walmart.
Right.
Star Wars puzzles, things that are like whatever. I don't think you can find them. They're probably sold out. $14 puzzles. He's selling them for $50 right now all day. So there you go. There's another thing.
Oh.
So anyway, we don't have a cool thing. We do have a cool logo. I'll put the logo up.
Yeah, we do have a cool thing.
On Canva. She made it on Canva.
Yeah. So if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. It helps us get out there and get into the YouTube world.
Space.
Yeah.
Yes, subscribe,
and comment if you want to see something or ask questions. Comment, and we'll answer anything, obviously.
We're married. We have 3 kids. We should have done that already.
Yeah.
And that's why we do this. So hopefully.
And because it's fun too.
It's fun.
I mean, you really love it. So.
Yes, we both have fun, but I have a lot of fun. So anyway.
Okay, see you guys next time.